Welcome back to Breakfast Television this morning. Motherhood can be incredibly fulfilling, but it often comes all-consuming as well. So many moms look up one day and realize that they've lost touch with who they actually are. So here to help us understand why that is and how to gently reclaim that identity is peak performance coach Hina Khan. Hina, thank you so much for joining us again.
I'm so happy to be here, and especially to talk about this right after Mother's Day, too, right?
Yes, exactly. A lot of mothers just giving themselves up, and you've spoken to a lot of mothers about this topic. Why is it that we tend to lose ourselves and our identity in motherhood?
Well, you know, I think in the beginning, it is all-consuming, and it's supposed to be. All of our attention is on the baby and our children. But what happens is that does not change as the children grow up or the family dynamic changes. And so many times women wake up one day and they're just like, who am I? Who am I without the role of mother? And they may also wake up and be feeling a little resentful, feeling like they've been doing something and putting everybody else first for so long and feeling depleted and burnt out. So it's almost, Tammy, like it sneaks up on us. And then we have those questions. So it's not like something happens and we lose our identity. It's just over time.
It's just that you have this revelation at one point.
Exactly.
Hey, who am I now?
Yes.
You know, I have a 5-year-old, I have a 17-month-old.
You're in it.
So I'm really in it. And sometimes my identity comes at work. Like, this is the only time that I get to just kind of be me, because when I get home and those kids are around, that's it. It's not about me at all. What would you say to people who are looking to start to reclaim that identity again?
So there's a few things you can do. One thing is to think about, what did you love before motherhood? And it's not saying that that's exactly what you would start doing again, but it could lead you to something that could spark an interest for you now. And on that note, taking even 20 minutes a day to do something for you. But I'm not talking about things like a bath. Like, let's just make that normal, what we call self-care, just as that's our standard. But something like a course that you've wanted to take, something that's an instrument. I had one of my clients took up the trumpet. She'd always wanted to do that. So looking at what lights you up, your soul up, and then asking yourself the question, what would I love?
Right.
What would I love? And then also realizing when you're overgiving and pulling yourself back, when you're overextending yourself, because that's become a habit.
And that's hard to do.
So hard.
Once you're overextending yourself, it's like, well, I might as well just keep going. To pull back is really tough. And I love that you said that a bath is not self-care, because often we think to ourselves, oh, I got to shower all by myself today. No one was banging at the glass door. This is a treat, but it's not. That is just life, right?
Exactly.
And how does it, when you lose yourself, you're actually affecting your kids as well. It's not just you.
You know, when I was doing my psychotherapy training, I remember listening to Dr. Gabor Mate, and he said, the best gift you can give your children is your own happiness. So you can think about that even for you, Tammy, for your little ones. The best gift you can give them is a happy mother, because a happy mother is more present. You're not depleted and you're more grounded. And also, what are you modeling for them? You're modeling for them that you've got your own goals and you've got your own desires and your own purpose that you are fulfilling as well, that goes beyond them, and that is okay.
Right. And I don't know if it's something that we pass on generation to generation, this idea that in order to be a good mom, you have to give yourself up completely. And it's almost judgmental. If you see someone who's taking time for themselves, it's like, oh, look at her thinking she can do that. But that's what you're supposed to do.
You know, I feel like we have glorified women abandoning themselves for others. And that it is something that is praised, like, oh, look at her. She does everything for everybody, or she always puts everyone ahead of herself. And it is something that we praise women for doing. So when you start to think about, what would I love, or what lights me up, or what do I want, that can actually feel wrong. It can feel really confronting, and your own judgments of, who am I to do this? Does this make me a bad mother? And you're right, it's also because of what we have seen. We have seen that played out, and we've seen people be praised over it, that it can feel really conflicting to do that. It can feel like we're being selfish.
Right. How can we then, in a moment, check to see if we're doing something for ourselves or for that quote unquote good mom?
I think it's right there in that question is what you want to ask yourself. Am I doing this because I think I have to do this to be a good mother? Or am I doing this because I desire to do it? So what we want to do, Tammy, is start to interrupt the patterns that have been happening habitually and that are on autopilot. So if you can just pause and ask yourself that, it will give you a lot of information.
Yeah, and you reclaim yourself, and once you do that, you're better for your kids, your partner as well, if you have one. And I guess the partner has to play into it as well and be able to say, okay, if you have a partner or someone, family around you helping, to be able to give you that time.
Yes.
So that you can reclaim yourself.
Absolutely. So it's important to have the communication. And, you know, I talk to my kids about my goals. My kids are older than yours are now, but even when they were growing up, so that they knew that in our family, we support everybody. We support you and your goals, and we have goals as well and things that we're going for.
Okay. Hina, where can we get more information? Because this is really, I hope someone's listening and taking this in and asking themselves, wait a minute, am I making the sandwich for myself, or am I making it, you know what am I doing for myself today?
Well, you know, Tammy, I love when people slide into my DMs. So at Coach with Hina on Instagram is great. And I would love to hear what you're struggling with and be able to support you. Yeah, absolutely.
Hina Khan, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. All right, we're going to